Welcome. Let's talk about Love Island today's episode. Ha! Okay. Okay, I'm just gonna start from the beginning because I always like to start from the beginning a bit. I don't understand why is Davide, Jay, and Charlie always spending so much time together. At first, I thought it was the producers making it, but this today also same thing. So that means they like each other. I guess so. He might have a type. Although I don't think Charlie is even Ekinsu's type at all. But it's like all her guys that are bonded. Ekinsu is the bond, the glue. Don't mind me. I'm just being all of that extra. And Tasha, when all of them were talking, Tasha does not sound happy. Like everybody talked about their situation and how happy they are. Paige obviously is really, really happy, but Tasha, girl, you don't sound happy at all. Like, anyway, Andrew, Dami, Jax, and Luca, and saying that who said it actually it was Andrew that said that maybe they like their girls more than the girls like them. I think that's true, except for Jax. Like that's true. Even Dami, I don't know who likes who more between him and India, but apart from Dami and India, I'm not sure who likes who more. But then it's true for Andrew and Luca. But Jax, just say the truth. I don't know. I hope he does really like Paige, honestly, because Paige deserves that. But I don't know, the kind of attitude that he's giving is not that. And him and Luca having that whole chat, talking about him telling Luca that, he's better off. But don't Luca asked though, but he's like, he's better off with Paige because Paige is not going to question him. Paige, all he's saying that is you're a mug. He can do whatever he wants to do and you're not going to say nothing. And that's how it seems, because even if his heart rate went up for his ex, at least there's that thing called explanation. I know that, yeah, your heart rate did not go more for him either. But at the end of the day, it's kind of like, just is the ex, that whole stuff. So they had to discuss it. I do feel like Gemma did not do too much to him and he did not do anything to Gemma. I feel like he's right with his explanation, saying that it's because they're ex, like he's like they're having they're remembering the past, because they have been in intimate situation. But I just feel like this kind of explanation, you just keep it to yourself. Some truth don't need to be said, because that's the truth I don't want to hear. Like you're telling me that, you saw your ex and you start thinking of your ex naked or what you guys were doing. I don't want to hear it. Even if that's the truth, I don't just want to hear it. Honestly, I don't want to hear it. That's what I'm gonna say. I don't want to hear it. Not at all. Nah. So that kind of truth, he should have just kept it to himself. That's why I think. But obviously, Paige is buying it. But Paige is that kind of person that she never says her feelings. So him saying that Paige is gonna be cool with him going out partying and all of that stuff that Gemma wasn't cool with, I just feel like the only thing Paige is not gonna be cool with it, but Paige is not gonna say. Paige is those kind of people that go through long suffering. They're never gonna say how they feel, but they're just gonna be suffering and dying in silence. I like Gemma. Gemma is actually kind of matured. Like the way she talks, everything is really mature. I like the fact that she spoke to Jax. I've never talked bad about you. Why are you talking bad about me? Like you say, oh yeah, she's cool. We just didn't work out. Like shush, Jax. Like honestly, you came there and said, I still care about the girl. I want her to be happy. But the whole last night episode and this episode, all you're doing is trying to sabotage her, and I don't understand why. If you still have feelings for her, just say it with your full chest. Danica and Ekinsu, I like the fact that Ekinsu prep, like, you're a bombshell, girl. Go do your thing. I don't think that Danica going to Andrew, as much as it is cool, Danica, I think the one thing that you did wrong was saying your type outright. Even if your type was Luca and Jax, you shouldn't have said. You should have just kind of talked to everybody. There's a reason why you need to hold that thing close to your chest. Don't say it. Because now you going to Andrew, it seems like he wasn't your type at first. It was Luca or Jax. Then you chose Luca. Then it was now Davide, and now it's Andrew. It just feels like you're looking for who you think is available, and you feel like Tasha and Andrew's relationship is not that strong, and that's exactly what was her name. Jay felt with Paige and Jax, and it backfired. The same way it's gonna backfire for you. So just let it go. I hope you don't have to pick first and you don't pick Andrew, because Andrew is literally, I don't want to say pussy whipped, because I don't think, but he kind of is acting that way. So please don't do that. Just honestly, I don't know, look for someone single and pick. But I don't pick Davide because he mugged you. If you pick him, then girl, you deserve the mugging. That's all I'm going to, after kissing you and all of that stuff. Okay. It was so funny seeing them practice before this thing. I've never seen them practice. No, all the other time they just show them. But this one is so funny seeing that they were practicing. And I'm sure every other year they've practiced, but it was good to see it. It was actually quite good. Okay, now when it comes to the dance, right? For the guys, the person that did not understand what he was doing, let me just say, For the guys, person I didn't know. Why am I talking about the guys first? I don't even know why. First, I don't understand what he was doing. Was Charlie? Charlie, what was that? Like, Charlie was so awkward. Like, after that, if I'm a guy, I don't want to go to the hideaway with you. I don't want to do nothing with him. Like, I just feel like his bedroom game is like shit. That's how I feel after all that stuff that he did. He might be good, but he wasn't giving. Honestly, it was just giving. What is that? Like, what the hell is that? The guys got my mouth open a lot. Most of the things they did were uncomfortable. Like, Andrew, what was that? Like, the reason why India's heart rate beats more for Andrew was because he was almost teabagging her. Like, guy, what was that? Like, the whole thing felt like it was porn that I was watching. Like, all I'm saying is that it was just too steamy for my liking. Don't I like it? I was just like, I'm telling you, throughout the whole thing, all through, I just kept on opening my mouth the whole way through. Okay, my comments on the dances were, Danica was fire. Ha! She came in with the hits, like hits. Danica was everything, like she was fire. That girl is beautiful. She can dance. Honestly, Danica is it. And the Ekinsu also was good. She kissing Davide. Davide used that as an excuse. You see, that his heart rate was more, because your heart rate was not more for Davide. Like, seriously, girl, you cannot keep on mugging Davide like that. For Davide, that's muggy, although he's not going to say, because he doesn't want to show that he's hot, and both of you are not coupled, so there's no reason to have that conversation. But, you know, I'm just going to say what I'm going to say. Now, I see why her heart rate actually went up more for Luca. Because Luca just put her down, like, you know what I mean, and did like that. Oh, things like you don't expect to make your heart rate go up. That's why sometimes it's like your heart rate to go up for somebody that is like, I feel like, damn, I don't know why Paige made this heart rate. I know that Paige was actually the most, like, at first when she was dancing, when she came out, I was like, what's she doing? But then the whole thing was like, when she was leaking, she was, so yeah, I can see why. Yeah, some things are uncomfortable watching it, or it might be comfortable because that Miss Mouth was open for almost all the girls, like, because they were killing it. The girls were fire, so he was just enjoying the performance. So yeah, that's what I'm gonna say. So it could have been anybody's game. Honestly, if you go to Love Island and your partner's heart rate beats for someone else more, just let it be, because it could be something strange that they've done. It could be anything. It doesn't mean too much. Okay, then India's Ekinsu was amazing. India was fire. India was fire. Like, I was like, Nigeria was a small booty, they shake. Oh, yes, so it was shaking. Yeah, she did that. And she was so sexy. They were all so sexy. India was sexy when she came out. I was like, girl, fire. And then Gemma, I feel like she knew she was not a dancer, so she did not try to dance. So she did her strength on seducing touch and all of that. So that was really, really good. And then Tasha was also fire. Tasha danced very well. Tasha is really, really good. Like, Andrew was saying that, who said that her hips was like Shakira? Was it Andrew or Luca? I'm like, it was like Shakira. Antigone's hips is like Shakira. Now we're talking. But yeah, she did do very well. And then Paige, I said, was a porn star. But I was like, is this porn or what? Because that's what it was. It was like literally soft porn. Or maybe hard porn. That made me laugh. And then the part where he was kissing India and all of, like, on the floor, that was the part that was like fire. But the other part was just very, very funny, like him trying to twerk and doing like that. Like, that was that. What was that? And then Luca, what was that? Luca made me like, literally, I was just like the whole time, like, the way, you know, I mean, the way he was just doing. Jax, that's all I have to say. They all look good, but I was just like, he was not giving anything, like, honestly. And then Jay was just giving me body. Like, when he came out, his body. Honestly, for the guys, Jay's body was the one that when I saw, I was like, body. Davide body was also really good. Obviously, he has body too. But Jay's body was just, he looked like all those people that had those particles, you know, those where they use knives to fight, sword movies in those days. Andrew almost debunked this. I've talked about that. Davide, I see Davide was fine. I like Davide's one. He was actually, for the guys, I feel like I preferred Davide's one to every other person's one for the guys. Yeah, Davide was the best for the guys. The whole thing about all the girls going to talk to their partner, India, you're pissed. Your heart rate did not also go for him. He kissed you everywhere. He did not go for him. He's the one that wants to teabag you. I can see why India's had, but yeah, I see where India is coming from. I can see why her heart rate was more with Andrew, because she was feeling like any moment something was going to fly into her mouth. I can see that. But I can also see why I can see why everything happened the way everything happened. But then I see why Paige was mad. But Tasha's one, I understand why she was mad, because Danica says she's interested in Andrew. But I feel like Tasha was more mad because she did not, nobody's heart rate went up the most for her. That was what she was really, she talked about it at the end of the day when she talked with them, and then it was like, yeah, same too with me. That's what she was really pissed about. She just said the truth and shamed the devil. So that's it. Please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. I'll see you tomorrow. Bye bye.